Everybody, TYT Sports on this Tuesday. So the 30th anniversary of the Just Do It campaign. We now have who is going to be the face of that campaign, and it is Colin Kaepernick, as he did tweet out over the weekend. Now he's going to get a t-shirt. He's going to get shoes as well that are sponsored by Nike. It's important to note that throughout the time that he has been with Nike, this shoe company has continued to donate to the Know Your Rights campaign. On top of that, what this now tells us is that they have extended Colin Kaepernick as a client. As you are seeing from him tweeting it out, there's going to be much backlash that I'm going to show in just a bit. He is a very polarizing figure, as we certainly do know. Yet, even though he has not been in the league, he still, as an unemployed NFL player, was in the top 50 in jersey sales. It's important to note that as well. There's three things that went through my mind. The first is Colin Kaepernick's grievance case is still in motion. On top of this, my mind then started to think, well, what about the National Football League? Did they have a say in this? Did they not have a say in this? Here is the important notes to take into account. When asked if Nike had run the campaign by the NFL, a spokeswoman, Sandra Carrion-John, responded, quote, Nike has a long-standing relationship with the NFL and works extensively with the league on all campaigns that use current NFL players and its marks. Colin is not currently employed by an NFL team and has no contractual obligation to the NFL. Oh, this is so sweet. We have seen many other NFL owners fall in place with Donald Trump's anti-rhetoric of Colin Kaepernick and many others who are simply trying to bring, and it should not be lost in the clouds, that police brutality exists in lower income areas of America and that black people are getting shot and killed repeatedly. That is what the message is. Do not try to be swayed by Donald Trump or swayed by someone to another about what the message is. We know what it's about. On top of this, Nike just signed an agreement with the NFL through 2028 to be the apparel company for the National Football League. Nike even went on the record in the past saying it supports freedom of expression from all of its players, from all of its clients and all the athletes that are endorsers of their product. Here are some of the most ridiculous responses, and we start with Fox and Friends.
Race relations can always get better. Equity could always be worked on. The question is, do you do it in the national anthem? That's where people say, I can't hear your message over the national anthem. I've told you all from day one, this has always been about the money, all of it. Revolutionaries aren't sponsored by major corporation. It's been a hustle from the giddy up. I think there's a lot to do with whatever Donald Trump wants to take a stand on. I'll take the opposite.
There were many others, including some that burned Nike shoes, cutting Nike the logo, socks by some country singers, which should not be a surprise because he was booked for Trump's inauguration, so we know where his beliefs lie, burning more Nike stuff. One of my favorites was from somebody who I'd never heard of before and probably never will again, named Brenda Murphy, who shows in a GIF why she loves Converse. Brenda, here's the newsflash. As much as you are endorsing Converse, they're owned by a company named Nike. We move forward. Candace Owens tweeted her fake anti-Nike comments, but we also need to take into account her love affair with Kanye West, who is sponsored by who? Adidas, of course. So this tweet that you're seeing, it has little to no relevance. There's a few thoughts that I have on this. First is those in the camp of support the flag and that entire narrative, they're burning Nikes instead of donating to, let's just say, veterans. So the leader of support the flag, stand for the flag narrative, Donald Trump, he actually turned his back on American veterans. He lied about picking up the phone himself to speak with veterans, and he also danced on the grave of Senator John McCain, and then later on, he attacked Gold Star parents during the election. So this is the side that you are going towards, or at least siding with, if you are of the belief that those who play in the National Football League should stand for the national anthem. On top of this, the GOP in 2013 forced veterans to take pay cuts. And here's another great tweet from Wink Westwood, who went on to show the hypocrisy that many Americans and even non-Americans have on this controversial issue with Puma, with Adidas, with many others, and how they are all intertwined in supporting Colin Kaepernick. Lastly, and this is the most important point, and also what we should end on, is that It's not about the flag. It's not about the stripes. It's not about the stars. It's about all of these men and women who were shot and killed by police. Do not let the message go uncovered. Subscribe to 2IT Sports.